Hello, Aries. This is Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your reading for the end of February 2025. Let's get to it. Let's see what Spirit and the universe has in store for you. Loving energy. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Spirit and the universe, please tell us what is in the best interest for Aries. Also, don't forget to check out my website, sonoranmystictarot.com, and also this channel. Hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it. Let's get started. Your first card out. I'm loving it. Your first card out is that wonderful Tree of Life. The second card out is Temperance. Oh my goodness, what do we have going on here? That third card out is the Wands. Yes, indeed, the Nine of Wands. And the fourth card out is the King of Coins, or Knight of Coins. I'm sorry, Knight of Coins. Let's see what we got over here. Let me move these over a little bit because I'm going to run right into my image. Here we go. I hope you like this new layout. I think it's kind of a more inventive way to see what's happening with these cards. So let's get over here. Next card out, which is a clarifier. This clarifies the Tree of Life, and that is the Page of Cups. The clarifier for that Temperance card is that Four of Coins. The clarifier for that Nine of Wands is that Queen of Swords. And the clarifier for the Knight of Coins is the King of Cups. Loving this energy. Let's get started up the upper hand corner. Also on the on the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy of the reading, is the Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands energy, we're going to put her over here, and she is kind of overseeing everything that we're doing here. Now, she's the energy of the reading. She's not your energy for the month. Your energy is different. We'll get into that in a minute. That Queen of Wands is just saying this whole reading is about expansion, but patience and expansion. Okay, it's an energy reading that's saying that you are entering a phase, a change phase, a phase where but a patient change phase. And so again, it's a slow moving change. You're looking at finding changes in your life. You're looking at finding changes in your relationships. You're looking at finding changes in the things around you, the people around you, whatever's happening. So you're getting, the end of this month is about change and about embracing change, understanding change, but letting change take its own due course, not rushing things. Do not be impatient, because that Queen is a very patient energy. And so she's watching, she's slowly, steadily moving forward. She's putting things in place for you, and that's wonderful. Now, the Tree of Life is your card, your energy, and that energy is saying you are at a juncture, a nexus, okay? And you are at a juncture where time is ready for you to make a determination on which way you want to go, what you want to do. And again, it makes sense about the Queen, because the Queen is okay, slow and steady patience. So now what do we do? What do we do? Where do we want to be? This is a time, and this makes sense for the beginning part of a year, and that is look at, where am I? What's happening with my life? What's coming on with my life? What am I doing with my life? Am I going in the direction I wanted to be going? Or have I kind of taken a sidetrack? What do I want from myself? What do I need from myself? The Page of Cups is here. So the Page of Cups is saying you're not quite that happy, actually. You haven't been happy in a while. Now, you pretend to be happy, and you be happy for the family and those kind of things. But I get the feeling like there's a lack of fulfillment, a lack of feeling like everything that you were hoping for that would come through for you in life has not quite happened the way you wanted it to. And so you feel like you're missing something. There's something over there, something a little different over there that you wish maybe you could have in your life. And since that is the case, and that's that useful energy, it's that energy of, when I was young, this is what I thought. When I was young, I thought this, I wanted this, I called this in, but it quite hasn't happened because of steps I've made, decisions I've made, decisions that life itself has brought upon me. And so the next card out is a Temperance card. And that Temperance card is that balance and that patience card. And that balance card, if you look in this energy here, she's swooping up with a rainbow, and she's got fire on top. And so she is like, it is time to put to work the things that you wanted to be, the things that you wanted to do. It's time to now put these in place, finding that balance, finding that stability, finding that space where you can finally get back to what it is you wanted to do when you had that youthful energy. And this Four of Coins is like, okay, we're looking at the budget, we're looking at the balance. Again, balance in life, balance in budget, balance in happiness. This is abundance. And so looking at what would give you the most happiness, what gives you the most fulfillment, and where you're at now, the structure you're at now doesn't work, because again, you're just not happy. Like life hasn't quite lined up the way you wanted it to. So what do? We do the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is an inventory. What do? We do an inventory. Okay, we know now that the change is coming in slow and steady, and you can do this. Your time to make a choice, make a change, go back to your youth and figure out what it is that you wanted to do, and how you wanted to do it, and then start putting that into place, finding a balance, keeping the balance of moving forward and being successful and happy, but finding the new happiness and finding the new direction that you want to get you back to where you wanted to be. And the Nine of Inventory, the Nine of Wands is next, and that's the Nine of Inventory in that sense. The Nine of Wands is saying, okay, let's look at all the work we've done. Let's look at all we put forward. Then let's see where we are. What have we done? Where are we? Where have we come? How long have we come? How far have we come? And now from that point of view, we can now figure out how to move forward. And then the Queen of Swords is here. And the Queen of Swords is like, be selfish on this one, and also be realistic, okay? Because that Queen of Swords will cut you. She will cut you in no time. She will take you down if she has to. And so know that you have to cut things. You have to be ready to cut things out of your life, to cut things out of your job, cut things out of your home life, your environment, maybe your friends, whatever. You're going to have to do some cutting. You're going to have, even if it's cost cutting, maybe if you're going to make a change, it's going to hurt a little bit budget wise. So cut some costs, maybe get rid of some things you didn't need in your life. Maybe some extra expenditures that you could do without, maybe a few less meals out on the weekdays, maybe not buying the next new car and instead get a used car, maybe selling a new car and getting a used car, and therefore you can save money in the budget. Maybe renting a little longer before you buy. Again, there's options. Maybe if you have a garage apartment, maybe renting the garage apartment out. Again, changing that economic dynamic, so where when you do that inventory, that you're getting the benefit from the Queen and her desire to cut when she needs to, because it's going to make sense. And then the Knight of Coins comes in. So the Knight of Coins is like, now we're moving forward. Now we got the assignment. We got the change. We determined we needed to make a change, finding something that fired us up before. Then we slowly start moving forward and finding that balance in life. We did the inventory to find out what was missing, what can go, what can stay, because the Queen, then she cuts it. She's like, yeah, you don't need this anymore. And so now you're moving on to the happier time. So by the end of the month, you're going to finally be finding yourself moving forward in the direction that you were hoping to all along. And you're moving in the direction you wanted to. And that King of Cups is here, and that King of Cups is happiness. That King of Cups is happiness. So that King of Cups is like, look, we did the change. And if you look down here in the water and so forth, that's you being fluid. That's you allowing yourself to change. So as you move forward, and this is a fast moving change. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And so a Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, this is you moving fast. It's one of the faster energies. And so you're moving fast into getting where you wanted to be, how you wanted to be, what makes you happy. Because again, it's that moving toward happiness. And that King of Cups is here saying yes and yes and yes and yes. Yes, I cannot say it enough. The King of Cups is like, we will make the change. We'll do what we have to do, and we will make sure that our changes align with where we were wanting to go in the end and the beginning way back when. So again, the end and the beginning will line up, because again, it should be that circle. So this is a end of month that talks about you understanding your unhappiness is yours, not somebody else. It's not your family's fault. It's not your friend's fault. It's not your employer's fault. It's yours, in the sense that you need to make a change. You know what you have to do. And now you have to just put it into place. And again, this is a time to be a little bit selfish, to make sure that you put out what you need so you can get back what you need. You make a determination of how you're going to move forward, get that youthful energy back. The Queen is on your side here. The Queen is ready to help you with this. The patience is there. Again, you're patient enough. You can work through it. You cut what you need to cut. You do the inventory. You make sure that you are in the right way. And if you're not, you make the move to get there. You cut the things out that don't need to be there, the things that are not helping you forward. This is one of those situations. This is a Nine of Wands. And so it's interesting. Remember this. If you are somebody who's looking to change and to shift your entire life, the shift comes not from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but from what you do from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, it's not the 9 to 5, it's the 5 to 9, because the 9 to 5 is just carrying you along. It's the 5 to 9 when you're not going home and watching TV, and instead you're going home and you're figuring out, how do I start a new business? How do I start a new company? How do I start moving forward in the direction I want? How do I make changes in my life? How do I do an inventory of what's working, what's not? That's the 5 to 9. So maybe don't pop that beer. Maybe, and again, that's the cutting, the sacrifice. You don't pop the beer. Instead, you pop a book and you figure out how to do something. If you want to start a new business, you figure out how to start a new business. If you want to do a business plan, if you want to create something, how do I make that happen? How can I make a product? How can I sell a product? How can I do this? That's the 5 to 9. Again, that's where the success happens. And that 5 to 9 is going to pay off. And again, that 9 of wands is that closure in the evening. By the time you get done at 9 p.m., you should be saying, you know what? I am earning my keep. I'm learning as I move along. And ultimately, don't be surprised if when this is all said and done, you're going to be a happy camper. And look at this. The Wheel of Fortune is right here. And that Wheel of Fortune is like, spin that wheel. This is your time. Spin the wheel. Take that opportunity. The tree of life is here. The thing that roots you into significance is right here. So let's go ahead and spin that Wheel of Fortune. And let's make sure that we are controlling the speed. We are controlling the timing. So where it lands on the spot we want to land on. And that's the spot that's going to make us very happy, because we're going to be very amicable to change and cutting the things out we don't need. And ultimately, we're moving toward the happiness. There you go. I'm loving this energy, Aries. Let me know how this resonates with you. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Leave a comment at the end. I would truly appreciate it. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week. Again, take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. But this should resonate with all of you all, and you should run with this, because this is an amazing read. And I'm excited for you and just curious to see how this month ends for you. Make the most of it. Love, light, and blessings from me and my family here at Sonora Mystic Tarot to you and yours. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Do, 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 do.